Hey small group leaders, just wanted to make a quick video with 3 helpful tips for you to remember as you get leading your groups this year. Now whether you're a seasoned veteran or a brand new small group leader, these tips are useful to help you accomplish your goal as a small group leader. Number 1, the most effective thing that a small group leader can do is this: put the ball in their court. You see, your job as a small group leader is not to preach a second sermon, it's not to drive the point home again, it's not really even to answer their questions. Now sure, you'll do some of this along the way, but your primary goal is to get them processing the content themselves, get them talking about it, get them applying it to their own lives. Now here are some helpful ways to do this. Don't be afraid of silence. You don't have to fill silence. You need to learn to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And if you wait long enough, eventually someone will jump in and say something. And often that silence gives way for our quieter members to process and share. Get used to using phrases like, "say more about that," or "what do you think?" These simple phrases put the ball back in their court to expand on their initial statement or lead them to begin trying to answer their own or each other's questions. You can participate in answering some of the questions, but only after others have had time to answer. Get them to relate it to their own personal lives rather than making sure you relate it to your own. And lastly, a way to put the ball in their court is to ask more questions and give less statements. Number 2, set up good routines. Routines help everyone know what's coming next, and some of the best small groups have consistent routines that help their students get into small group mode. This could be a routine game that you play. It may be that you start every meeting with highs and low points for the week. You may even get very Methodist and ask the question that John Wesley asked his groups: how is your soul? Maybe you end every meeting with prayer or with a fun game. Whatever it looks like for you and your students, rituals and routines help them mentally and spiritually transition into the small group space. And number 3, have fun together. Fun is essential to community. If you're a middle school small group leader, get involved in the games that your kids are playing early on. Head to the game room and play with the kids after small group. Consider starting each small group time with a quick fun or silly game or question. High school leaders, you have more time in your group, so consider a game or activity or something fun that your group can do in a weekly meeting. Starting with fun is a great way for students to lower their barriers and to create some shared memories in the process. Now, if you need help with game ideas, don't hesitate to ask me. Or, better yet, ask your students what they think would be fun. You all rock, and I can't wait to see how you lead your groups this year, and hope that you will keep these 3 tips in mind.